Hello everyone, my name is Madison Charlton from MLC Tech, would you believe? And now this video has been quite a long time in the making. It's been over 2 years since I used to post and make content on this channel, and well, hi, welcome back. I'm somewhat making new videos, starting from now actually. I just want to say it's good to be back for those of you returning and for some new faces that might join us along the way. So I just wanted to give a brief reintroduction or introduction to myself and a bit of an update as to what I've been doing and where's life at, where is the channel at. So let's dive into that. So my name is Madison Charlton. I am a recent artificial intelligence master's graduate, having achieved a distinction in my master's degree. I also studied computer science in my undergrad, to which I achieved a first class with honours, which is super impressive for me because I was told I was too dumb to study computer science at GCSEs and too stupid to be able to even do ICT and pass that at GCSE. So I've always had a bit of an underdog story of always having to try and push myself higher because, well, I was someone who was very unsupported. I always had a lot of obstacles that I had to constantly overcome. So I am super proud of my achievements because I came from a point where I was expected to never be able to achieve anything in my life, and I have clawed it all back and to where I am now. I was never stupid or unable to. I never had the support growing up. I never had the belief growing up in me. So I was always held back on that merit alone, and the amount of obstacles, the amount of challenges I've had to overcome. So the fact that I've been able to do this despite everything I faced, everything I've had to battle, yeah, I am super proud that I was able to overcome that and constantly push myself and rise to where I am now. So, as expected, my interests are in the scope of computing and technology primarily, even though I have keen interest in the likes of music, gaming, I have film, TV, movie, anime, I love all of that. But the primary interest that I personally love is technology, computer hardware, development of tools and programming, and just all the science behind the technology, process nodes, optimization of that. I love all of it, which is why I went into the field I did. From a young age, I always saw the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360, then gaming PCs, graphics hardware, graphics cards, and I always thought, one day, I would love to be able to be part of the team that made that. I want to make something like that, something that is technologically impressive, that is at the forefront of technology and that people are going to use in some way. My whole motivation was, I want to create something cool, but also something that will have an impact on the world. Which is part of the reason I pivoted into AI to begin with, because for those of you who don't know, what are AI accelerators primarily? Well, they're a form of a specialized GPU, or in some cases, straight up just GPUs alone. So I wanted to be behind the development of the forefront of that technology because the industry now is, the AI accelerator development is what skews down to the consumer. Traditionally in the past, it was the consumer line would then scale up to the enterprise, such as the Quadro cards, the Tesla cards, but now it's, big Blackwell, extrapolating down to consumer facing cards now. So I pivoted in AI because I love the technology, I think it's cool, but also I want to be at the forefront of the development and optimization around that hardware and that workload as well. So my primary point of research stuff I personally work on is around AI accelerator optimization and further development of optimized tools around that. So tools to leverage, of course, powerful data center hardware, but also developing tools that can be optimized to run locally on local consumer facing systems, because a big belief of mine is privacy first, user control. So the fact that I can help create AI tools that people can run themselves and can be control of, empowers the user to use these tools without being at the mercy of massive global conglomerates. That is one of my big passions, is user empowerment. Also, another big aspiration of mine is to then go on to study my PhD in the development and sustainability of AI in social interactions as well, where the primary point of that research is designing and understanding the impact on AI on AI in social interactions and social structures. So developing social AI tools to help people interact the world, traverse the world, and also help understand people socially with neurological conditions. That is the big point of my research, is helping people with neurological conditions such as autism and muscular dystrophy, which is a big inspiration of mine because, well, I have those things. So to create tools to help people traverse the world, to help people operate the world with those conditions, and then also pioneer the AI research to create tools to help with the medical research as well behind it, in terms of AI tools to help understand neuroscience, neurology. Yeah, that is what gets me going every day, is AI tools to help and empower people and to dramatically change someone's lives. And now, in my pursuit of understanding true social AI, it pushes the move from typical generative AI in terms of real artificial intelligence, so artificial general intelligence, where it actually operates more like a human brain than, well, the current generative approach, which simulates what I would call more human dreams opposed to actual human cognitive thought and emotions and the chemical process behind that. But I understand in doing that, that does open Pandora's box, but I want to make sure my tools and research is used to help people, not just to serve people slop on the plate, like we see a lot in this industry at the moment. On this channel, you might have noticed I've also been posting some music. I love to make music, I love to play music, I play guitar, I play piano, I play synthesizers, I mix and produce music, I love to share that. Some of my favourite bands, as some of you may have noticed, Linkin Park is my all-time favourite. A lot of other bands like metal, like electronic music is my second favourite. I love bands like The Warning, a bunch of other hip-hop electronic producers, Daft Punk. I have too many bands I like, but Linkin Park is my favourite. But I have been away for the last little bit, and that's been for a lot of reasons. Partially is, well, I've been studying a lot, focusing on my studies, focusing on my life, has taken priority. I've not been able to balance my work-life balance at all, and then I'm throwing videos back in the mix as well. So I'm going to try and make this very sustainable as I can be. I'm going to balance and pace myself out so I don't burn out, because juggling lots of things at once is very hard. And over the last few years, I've had to, well, overcome a lot. I've had to battle with a lot, from health conditions, you know, muscular dystrophy, eating disorder, general, a lot of other issues that we won't discuss here because they are a bit dark and traumatic, but that's not for today's video. But let's put it this way, I've had to battle and deal with a hell of a lot, and I'm glad I've still been able to achieve and push my life forward in spite of those issues. You know, I have a life now. I have a house. I've moved to a much nicer area. I've got a partner. I've got like all the tech I want. I've got all the musical instruments I want. And I've got kitties too. I've got two wonderful Scottish Folds, Comey and Luna. Yeah, I have set myself to be in the perfect position right now to be able to capitalize on my future, even though I still struggle hell of a lot every day. So while I may be trying to project some form of confidence at you at the camera, behind the scenes, I'm still a mess. I'm still trying to figure things out. Even though I've got a lot of things figured out, life is still a struggle. So I want to try and make awesome content that brings the best of tech, that brings the best of myself to the world, that allows me to explore my passions, share it with the world, and get motivated. As I don't want to just see it as a platform for myself, I want to be able to inspire the next generation to get into this industry, to make videos that make people go, oh, when I'm older, I want to do that too, which is what people like, for example, a lot of the tech YouTubers of the early 2000s. If it wasn't for those people making those cool tech videos, I wouldn't have the career that I have today. So stick around for the channel, as I hope to make some brilliant content for you. I'm going to try and pace myself out, balance my stuff out. I'm also going to try and work on bringing some of my publication pieces to video content. I have to negotiate some of the rights for that before I can make videos on them, because they were done with the university. They are copyrighted pieces of work, so I have to get permission and green lights to be able to bring them to you in my videos. A lot of my other work that I'm doing at the moment, I need permission to bring some of that research forward. A lot of my independent personal research that I do now, I can make videos on, and I'm looking forward to bringing such projects to this YouTube channel. But a lot of the big publication pieces that I really want to share and like read to you on camera and stuff and make detailed breakdown stuff, I have to negotiate and ask for permission first. But yeah, it will come soon. So stick with us for this content, because I'm going to make content all about tech, all the consumer facing tech, all the technical stuff, make more technical breakdowns of the world and pieces of research that I'm working on as well. So I want a mix of fun and also informative content. Of course, the more technical stuff isn't going to be for everyone, so I'm going to try and make a blend and a balance of, gaming hardware, technology, professional development hardware, and programming research and technology. I'm going to try and do a blend, so there's a bit of something for everyone on the channel, as well, of course, my music content as well. So stick around for the ride, because, well, I hope it's going to be a good one, that's for sure. Also, before I go, I do want to show you one last thing. As I mentioned earlier, I have cats now. I have 2 wonderful kitties, they're Scottish Folds. So this one here, hello. So this is little Comey. Say hello. Hey, Comey. Good girl. And then here we have Luna. Yeah, I know. Hey. she doesn't want to be picked up at the moment. Oh, no, you want to sit there. So this is Luna. They're both Scottish Folds, and they're just over a year old now. They've grown up so much, I can't believe it. But yes, these are my wonderful kitties. I love them so much. Probably the best investment I've ever made in my life. I love computer hardware. I love spending money on tech, and I've spent too much money on tech, but I would give it all away for these 2 little babies, because they're perfect. I hope the future is going to be bright. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in this world at the moment, but if we can have a little bit of fun, a little bit of a good time in my little corner of tech, then yeah, that's all I'm here for. So stick around if you want to know anything more about me. Make sure to follow me on any of my social platforms. I'm pretty active on there. I would always like to interact with any of my viewers and community, as that is one thing I want to do. I want to build a community. I want to have this as a discussion and community, not just me ranting at a camera. I want it to be a nice community. So feel free to get into contact at any of my socials down below or the comments down below. Anyway, I have been Madison Charlton. Thank you. It feels weird to be back, but also it's good. It's good to be back. So thank you very much. I will see you in another video soon. Goodbye for now.